When I start shooting, all y'all gonna clear out.
In Tekken 7, I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with his design, and I want to make some comparisons with that design to Tekken 8, but I think it's very important for Tekken overall for Yoshimitsu to look as best as possible, because this may just be my bias as a Yoshi main, but I feel like there are certain characters who are just the icons of Tekken. Kazuya, I would say King, I would say Eddie. Where's Eddie? You guys always say Paul Phoenix. That's debatable. But then I would also say Yoshimitsu is a big part of that. And Kuma too. I think Kuma's one of the icons. There's a few icons. Mokujin and stuff like that. But I feel like Yoshimitsu is one of the pillars, you know? When a lot of people think Tekken, they think the tiger head, they think the guy with the sword, and then they think like one of the Mishimas or something like that, right?
Your fat ass won't even know he hit you. Last samurai with the sword. I let the whole shit in you. You ping ping, I ting ting. For you reload a pistol. Sit your fat down and sat down. I'm Yoshimitsu. Fuck.
Now, I had high hopes for Tekken 8 because, once again, going back to Tekken 7, they dropped the ball hard. But Yoshimitsu, his default outfit in-game, it just doesn't capture that expression to me. It's lost. This design in Tekken 7 for Yoshimitsu, it's grown on me a lot. If you would have asked me a couple of years ago, what do I think of it? I probably would have been like, this is the most horrible design ever. It is a weird decision. Like, Yoshimitsu's supposed to be this samurai warrior. This guy's supposed to instill fear into his opponents. That's the whole Yoshimitsu like mythology. If you go back to Soul Calibur and whatnot, the mantle changes and most people don't even know because he's trying to portray that it's the same guy, and no matter how many times you kill him, he comes back. It sucks that we never seen this in Tekken. Brian Fury ripped Yoshimitsu in half, and then another one comes back for vengeance. Maybe we'll see that in Tekken 8, who knows? But let's focus on this design. This design, I think it doesn't capture that aspect of Yoshimitsu, that fear, that danger, that mystery. I feel like it's lost with Yoshimitsu. All of the other designs, they fit the brand of Yoshimitsu, but this one is just strays too far from the path, if you ask me. But one reason why I think this design really doesn't work is because of the face. The face, just purely from a design perspective, doesn't have enough, I would say, emotion maybe. Whenever anyone wears a helmet in stories, whether it's the Mandalorian, whether it's Darth Vader, any type of helmet that obscures the face is also blocking the emotion. You can't see the expression of the character. You can't see anything. So the helmet and the design and what the character does is very important. They kind of got to go up and above because you can't see the human aspect of them. And yes, Yoshimitsu wants to hide that, but I feel like with this outfit, they not only lost the human aspect of him, but they also just lost, like I said, the Yoshimitsu aspect. So I feel like this design, it's okay, but it's just not Yoshimitsu. I already know people are probably typing in the comments, oh, the tentacles is like too anime and it sucks and yada yada yada, right? So this design is very controversial when you're talking about his iconic outfits of the past. So I knew they were going to try to evolve it and change it and improve it going into Tekken 8. Now that brings us to his outfit design for Tekken 8. Of course, there's a lot of comparisons between past outfits. Really, if you focus on the head and the legs, that's where the similarities shine through. What I want to note from this is his head has this like circular dish kind of thing on the top. This is very reminiscent of the Tekken 3 design. You could even see like an imprint on the Tekken 3 design that kind of matches the Tekken 8 design. Even in the concept art that was turned into a statue from the God of War art designer, this also has that kind of circular head as well. It doesn't stick out that far, but you could definitely see that spherical type of head shape. And I think that's another big part of Yoshimitsu is like that headpiece. Now, of course, when we first seen this, there was a lot of comparisons being made with the Soul Calibur design. Even though the concept art looks more grayish and blackish, in the actual game itself, there's a lot more blues that shine through. At the start of the video, I started talking about how this Tekken 7 design doesn't really cut it, but I think there's some other designs in the past, and this where it's going to get really controversial. But I feel like there's some other designs of the past that I also do not like, and I am interested to see how Tekken 8's design is going to play, like, because the design looks good, right? We can look at this picture and say that looks cool, but I wanted to see how it moves in game, and I think the Tekken 5 and also the Tekken 4 outfit kind of summarizes what I mean perfectly. Yoshimitsu does a lot of like balling up, moonsault slayer. He does a lot of like pogo, helicopter. Like basically his body is always being very compact. Like his arms is in, he's tucking his knees, and I feel like when he has a big bulky design, it just looks like clutter on the screen. screen, and that's why I never really liked the Tekken 5 or 6 design, because it just looks cluttered. When Yoshimitsu's moving around, you can't really get a good look at what he's doing. So with this Tekken 8 design, what I'm also going to be paying very close attention to is the shoulders. The shoulders on this design, it goes up very high to his head, and I wonder if like Yoshimitsu's spinning around or whatnot, I wonder if that's going to clip into his face. I don't know, this is just something that I think about, because like Yoshimitsu, in my opinion, he looks better the more sleek and slender his outfit is. The more bulky and just armor tacked on, the more clunky he looks. Like, this guy is supposed to be a swift, deadly, assassin. I feel like his Tekken 5 design, if he moved around, it would sound like somebody's carrying recycling. That doesn't seem like Yoshimitsu to me. He's supposed to be like a ninja samurai stealth assassin. Me personally, I like his designs that's more slender and sleek. I think he had some really cool designs in the past that kind of capture this as well, like the blue Yoshimitsu. I hope this is customization. This design is very slender, very sleek, and the only thing that's really flowing is like garments. These versions of Yoshimitsu is so much better. One of my favorite designs out of all of designs is his Tekken 6 alternate outfit with the flaming wheel on the back. This design is perfect for Yoshimitsu. Me personally, bro, I'm just a fan of the flaming wheel. The flaming wheel, put that back in the game, bro. That's fire. But going back to what I was saying just about Yoshimitsu looking better with the less armor he has, I think that's going to be an important part of this aspect of the Tekken 8 outfit, is like how he looks when he's moving. And speaking of moving, right, we have some images here of Yoshimitsu, and I just want to say off the back, the moves that he is doing in these images, I have never seen it before. This cross motion is not in Tekken 7 or any other Tekken, so I think this is a totally new move. You have another screenshot here where he's jumping and he's swinging his sword in kind of like a mid motion. We have another screenshot where he's doing it on Brian Fury. We can see the health bar. Once again, what is this? I think Yoshimitsu needs a lot of new moves, a lot of new stuff. I think they can get out some of the old stuff and just modernize this guy. Give him something that works. He's one of the worst performing characters online. Not only does his outfit needs to be tweaked and altered, but so does his gameplay. Another thing that I do want to note, I don't know which game was the last one, maybe Tekken 4 was the last time we seen skin underneath, but you can see all 5 of his fingers, and this is a very interesting design choice, because for the longest, Harada and Michael Murray, they have been like playing around with the idea, is he human, is he not human? So to see that they show off the fingers to end the discussion once and for all, it was just interesting, because sometimes the mystery is a lot more interesting than the answer, and here they give us an answer. He's human. Another thing that I want to note too is in this image here, it looks like maybe his winning animation or whatever. His sword is just flaming right here. I don't know if this is heat. I don't know what this effect is, but something that I've just been noticing, like with all of these screenshots, the reds of Yoshimitsu's outfit changes colors. Sometimes it looks orange, sometimes it looks blood red, and I wonder if this is something to do with heat, or if this would just be kind of like a beating kind of effect, like a heartbeat, right? Something else that I really love about this design too, if we go back to what I said about the Tekken 7 design, the face lacking expression, emotion. When you look at it, you see nothing. This design, the complete opposite feeling. You have so much red in there that gives it intensity, but then you have these white lights that's engulfed by the red shining through. Once again, you're not getting a look at the actual person behind the mask, but this just makes you wonder so much more who's behind it than the Tekken 7 outfit does. The final things that I want to talk about is 2 concepts that was made. One by Yellow Motion, the second one by Jin Kashim. I was talking to Jen in a live stream a while ago about this design. The greens pay homage to Tekken 3. The sword was also made green themselves. I don't know if you'll be able to customize it in Tekken 8, but that would be a really cool detail, because look at how it makes this design pop so much more. Jen said it took him about an hour to recolor Yoshimitsu to this green color, and I think it's a job well done. I really just love these recolors of the original outfit, because it just shows us what the possibilities will be with customization. Customization is something that's going to be really fun, not only in like recustomizing your character, changing the outfit completely, but also just recoloring Yoshimitsu. I remember in the past, I think a year ago now, Blasphemy and his team also created a what if outfit for Yoshimitsu. They had a lot of whites in there. The character looked truly demonic. At that time, I said, this is what I want, you know? When Yoshimitsu walks into the room and he lifts up that sword, he should be the most feared person in the room. And this outfit and his outfits of the past capture that feeling.